Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So we're really going back in time now to have a look at League of Kingdoms. So League of Kingdoms is a 4X browser and mobile game from South Korean developer Nod Games. And I played this quite a lot actually in the year 2000, so quite a long time ago now. Just had a podcast with Dan Lee from Nod Games, talking a bit about expansion to this game and some other stuff they're doing. So check out the podcast Blockchain Gaming World if you're interested in that. Also talk a bit about what's going on in South Korea, which is very interesting. But it's sort of talking about League of Kingdoms made me want to get back into the game actually. So even though I've not played it for 3 years, logged back in again and and here I am. So a quick overview of the game. I guess it is a 4X game, so it's sort of a game where there is a sort of a battlefield here. I can go and do things. So this is my area here. You can see my troops have just finished something here. They've just got some lumber, I think. But what can we do? There's not actually a lot around here. Let's go. We could go and get some loot, or we could go and find a monster. I have to find an appropriately weak monster for me to kill. So let's have a look at this one. So I can send my troops. I've got different sort of troops, cavalry, archers, and just normal sort of troops. So off they go. They're going to go and attack that baddie. So it's going to take them 15 seconds to do that. And obviously there's other things I could do here. If I had any more troops, I could go and gather that lumber and get 50,000 lumbers. So in terms of the game, I got fairly advanced in the game and then sort of stopped. It was taking me sort of too long to do. It's always interesting to get back into a game, and it's exciting. So now my troops are 3 of them need hospitalization, so that's been sorted. Now they're going back. See my XP just went up there a little bit. So now my troops are going back, but you see that guy has dropped some sort of a reward there. So I wait for them to get back, and let's go and pick up that reward. I just use one troop to go and do that, and maybe send some other troops and go pick up some gold. I can have 4 of these at any one time. What else can we go and pick up? Go and pick up some stone and go and pick up some more gold. Okay, so my all troops are now doing stuff. These are very short sort of things. So let's go into the kingdom, see what's going on there. So it looks like my cavalry training is got 3 days to go. My wall upgrade has got no, it's got me days. That's hours. Yeah, hours. 3 hours to go. Some of them do take days actually. So my resources are building up. So collect some of these. My quarry's got another 4 hours to level up. So I'm this is my sort of main building, castle level 19. So everything else has to be level 19 or less. One of the reasons I stopped actually is you start to really have to have a lot of resources to start upgrading some of these things. So if I go to my castle and want to upgrade it, I need almost like 4 million food, lumber and stone. You can see I don't have that at all, and even 3.2 million gold. Or I can spend 7,000 gems to do it instantly, which is enormously expensive. So, and, this is that sort of 4X idle game, and you just sort of have to hang around. So there's some stuff going on. I've done some quests today. So obviously in these sort of games, there's lots of sort of retention mechanics, and I do things. And if I go and kill a 10 level 1 monsters, I'm going to get some cool rewards there. But I've got these other sort of daily things to collect, so it's just giving me not even really looking to see what those rewards are. I'm just sort of collecting them. This sort of just the daily stuff that you do, and that means I'm unlocking some more of these. So when you get to this sort of level, which is I guess kind of mid-level in the game, you just get a lot of these resources because you're just spending so much. Everything in the game is so expensive to do where you're at this stage. So let's claim that sort of stuff and claim that. And I can go in here and see. So this is what I've got, 1.8 million, but I've got all these things that I could use. So I have that's food. Yeah, it's food. So I have 1 million. I have 1 million foods. I actually have. So this is the interesting bit here. I bet you're saying, where's the blockchain? So one area here is I bought this 10 million food resource for, I can't even think what it was. A tiny amount of money, less than 50 cents. This is one interesting aspect of the game, that it has NFTs in it from there. So let's go and have a look at that maybe. There is a whole bunch of stuff about alliances as well, actually, which is a key thing for 4X games. But but we won't go into that into detail today. So I can go here, look at my account. So this is my kingdom. You can see various sort of things. So NFTs is sort of where we're interested in. So there are these various NFTs. So there's land NFTs. I did own one once, but sold it. Those are on Ethereum. So if you own a land NFT, you can actually generate some income in DAI from it. It was quite a complicated work. Well, it wasn't complicated conceptually. It was quite complicated for me to work out how it actually worked. But you can, depending on how much activity is happening on the land you own, you can sort of get DAI from that. There are resources. So that's one of the things that I did. I bought that. Food. There's skins, which are basically they're skins for your base, so it just looks cool. And the sort of the key thing really is these dragons. So we can sort of go and have a look at those, and there's packages, and there's various tokens. So there's this dust token. There's also a token called LOKA, Locker. So the League of Kingdoms. I don't know what the A stands for, but anyway. That's sort of the in-game sort of governance token, really. Obviously, most of these tokens, you can see here, total land. So actually, yeah, when you have land now, I think they change it to you get this. You stake the locker, and there's resources also. So if I wanted to, I could mint some resources. Actually, I'm not on the right. So to mint resources, I need to have the dragon. So that's a new thing. So if I had a dragon, I can now mint resources, so I could be selling some of my stuff. So there's actually a new thing here. This is where the dragon stuff happens. So that wasn't happening when I was playing the game. So you have a dragon, have up to 4 dragons. They give you power, and obviously you level them up. And if you have an egg, you can do that. You can, there's a whole bunch of stuff involving that. I guess the key one here is you can breed them together as well. But let's go and have a look and see. So there's various marketplaces as we saw. Have a look here. Let's look at this one. So when we log in, we can see League of Legend Dragos. So we can see here the cheapest one is 49 Matic, so it's just under $28. Some listings going on. Probably how many? So there are a few sales going on. So as ever, there's a whole bunch of, depending on what you want to buy. They have breed count, so you can breed 7 times, I think, which is the same as Axie, isn't it? And the breeding costs more the more you're doing it. But that's sort of what's going on there with those sort of NFTs. And some of the stuff on OpenSea as well. There's obviously also the Played app. So here we can see the food. Let's look at the cheapest ones. So here we can see people minting the food out, different resources, there's food or gold. We'll get the sort of cheapest prices here. So there's quite a lot. The marketplace stuff is quite sort of spread around. So yeah, so you can get 10 million. So it's really cheap. 10 million wood for 4 cents. Because obviously these are not really in-game assets. They're not really. They are NFTs, obviously, because you buy them as NFTs, but they're sort of NFT versions of in-game assets, which you can sort of get for free. So it's sort of even at this level, it's hard to make money on them. But you can sort of get the idea. Let's have a look at the skins actually as well. See what we get for the skins. So the skins are just aesthetic, but you can get these sort of cool-looking skins, like a whatever that one looks like. So they're a bit more expensive. So what's interesting with League of Kingdoms is that, as well as sort of the game and a whole bunch of stuff sort of coming to the game, and when you get to a very high level, you can sort of have these continent versus continent battles and all that sort of stuff you'd expect from a 4X game. They're also going to start building another game using some of the same NFTs. So particularly the Drago NFTs are going to become assets in a new game from Nod Games, which is going to be a sort of dungeon crawler game, an idle dungeon crawler game. So it'll be a separate game, but it's going to be using the same assets. So it's an idea of building interoperability into a game sort of roughly in the same genre, so it should appeal to the same players, but it's a different game. So that'll be interesting to see. That's kind of coming in early 2024. Yes, 2024. See what year we're in. So that's coming next year. And that'll be interesting. But it is always just nice to sort of come back to a game you've played played quite a lot of it, and then come back and see sort of what's changed, what hasn't changed, and sort of get another feel for what's going on there. So anyway, I'll probably just do some more videos thinking about buying a dragon. We'll wait and see how that goes. But thanks for watching this one. See you again soon.